Hello guys, this is Roy from Arena Mini 4-Wheel Drive Club, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And for this video, I would like to show you how I do the braking. So what I call this kind of a braking is like the safe braking. So what I do is I using this, you can see here I put a stock motor, and also here I hook up with a rubber tube. And then I put this motor over here and connecting each other. So I using the battery. Okay, so I hook up the battery and to turn this motor on, because you know when it's connecting to the battery it create heat, so the heat will damage the brush. So I want to make sure my motor can last longer, so I don't want my brush get any damage. So I using this because usually the stock motor we usually don't use it, so I using the stock motor and to break it in. So all the damage or the pressure, everything is on the stock motors. So because this one doesn't connecting with the battery, so the brush it won't get damaged at all. So at this way, that's why I call it safe braking. Okay, so what I'm gonna do it hook up the battery and connecting and turn it on and let it run for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna take a 2 minutes break. Okay, and 2 minutes break after that, we're gonna switch battery around, so the upside down, and switch around, then turn on again to let the motor run in the other directions. So this is what we call a set. So the set like this, we have to do it 6 times. So after the 6 times, then we were gonna check the RPM again. So now we're gonna check the RPM for the 3.0 volts and see what's the RPM it got. Then we're gonna check after the braking if the braking does help, and see how much RPM it can increase. Over here I want to say this, there's no guarantee the motor can increase like how much the RPM you can get increase, but the only thing I can say, it does help a little bit for you to increase your RPM. Alright, so if you like to try this kind of braking, you could do it. Okay, and in the end I will also teach you if you don't have this kind of a braking tools, because I'm using this by making this by using the broken chassis. And if you don't have it, in the end of the video I will show you how to use it if you don't have the broken chassis. Alright, so let's start with the video. Let's go. Okay, so now just opening the package for that, then check the voltage 3 volts, and we're gonna check the RPM. So it's 26,000 and 400, so 26,400. Okay, so here we put it on the braking kit. So we're gonna start running the first set and the first 15 minutes. Then we're gonna see what I will show you what's gonna do in after the 15 minutes. Okay, so now is the first round, the 15 minutes. So what we're gonna do now, gonna switch the battery upside down and let this motor can run the other directions. Okay, so here we're gonna wait for 2 minutes, then we're gonna start it one more time. Okay, so now after 2 minutes, then we're gonna turn it again and let it run for 15 minutes. Then let's go for the second round. Okay, so for here I'm gonna just skip all the second round until the last, then we're gonna straight to the RPM check. Alright, let's go. Okay, so here we're gonna do the cleaning job for the motor. So what I'm using here is the electric contact cleaner, and you see this red plastic tubes. So what I do is I using the plier and to make the head, like the one side is flat for this way, then I can stick this into the motor, and by using the pressure and make the contact cleaner can spray into the brush and clean the brush. Okay, so here of course we're gonna have paper is ready, then we're gonna spray it inside like both side, then you're gonna wrap it and you're gonna shake, and to make sure the inside all the liquid is shake out. So here you can see, even though we don't hook up the motor directly with the battery, there's still the there's a lot of dirty stuff in there. So can you imagine if we directly hook up with the battery, then that's gonna be more dirty. So for this way, because we are using the safe braking, so the brush, you can tell there's less damage on the motors. So we like, usually what I do is I clean the motor until there's totally nothing come out. Here you can still see a little bit. Okay, you can see still have a little bit. Then I'm gonna spray the third time. And I see there's some people, they are using the, like, they put the whole motor into a can, like or the glass, they put the Zippo flu, something like that. I tried that before, but actually it does do the job, but the thing is sometimes when you using too much Zippo flu, it damages the motors. So that's why I changed to this kind of cleaning. And also by using the spray can, there's a one good thing is because there's a pressure when you're using it, so it can spray inside of the brush, and by there's a pressure, so it can clean it out. And here what I'm using is the 324 the oil. Then I just only dip a little bit on top and also a little bit at the bottom. Okay, so if of course if you want to dip a little bit inside at the brush spot, you could do that, it's okay. And only thing I do is I just twist it and shake it and make sure there's oil goes into the shaft. And of course after you put the oil, you have to clean it, because you don't want to make your pinion gear get loose, right? So I just do it one more time and make sure it's good. Okay, so here I have a set of the Neo Champ, and it's 1.5 volts. I'm gonna wait till it's 1.5 volt on both one. Then I'm gonna use that to do the RPM test right after the break-in, and let's see what's the RPM increase after the motor break-in. So you can see when we first start, it's already 28,400, and but the highest was 500, but we just gonna call it 28,400, because here's the thing. I know people might watching a lot of break-in video, but what I'm doing is different, because I'm using the battery, and the battery, the voltage will drop. Okay, so it's not like other people are using the power supply, because the power supply can keep the voltage still at the same, but face to the realities, the battery will, the voltage will drop. So here I'm using another the analog light battery, and to try if I do the higher voltage, like a maximum fully charged, and what's the RPM that's gonna be. Okay, so you can see here after, if the fully charged, the highest RPM is 28,700, and of course the maximum was 9, but I will count it 7. So here we're using the battery, so that's the real situation. What's really gonna happen is not using the power supply. Okay, so next I'm gonna show you how to do the braking if you don't have this braking tools. Okay, so here is how you can do if you don't have this braking tools. So what you could do, you can just imagine, just here is, for example, just imagine this is the stock motor. Then you can using the masking tape to tape that on the table, and this one, or even though like here I have a board, then you can just tape on that, and here tape on the other one, and center hook up with the rubber too, and put the wires and straight connect to the chassis, the terminal. Then we can turn that on. Then you will just do the same thing as the braking out if I'm using the tools. The reason why I use tools is this one, because it makes my life easier, so I can I don't need to worry about if I have to do something else. Okay, and also for this kind of braking, the motor that we just did, it's a okay motor. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Okay, so what we do, we start from the 26,400 and up to 28,600 or 700. So it's basically it's 2,000 RPM increase. Okay, so if you like to try this kind of braking, please try it, and let me know what's the how much RPM that you got to increase, so you can leave your numbers at the bottom, and let's see how it works for you. Okay, and also the other thing I didn't mention before is the way I do it, because I'm using the battery. So it's the real situations. What's really gonna happen is at the motor. So because don't forget, when we take out the battery from the charger, the batteries already stopped dropping. So even though if I put it on the chassis and start to test it, the voltage might drop a little bit low already, like probably is 1.49, something like that. But still, this video I'm not showing like how good is the braking. I'm just showing you the way I do the braking, and see if the braking is really help. Alright, so this is today's video. If you have any question, please leave your question in the comment at the bottom. I will reply to you as soon as possible. And also, if you have any project or any question that is something you want me to try, you can also leave your comment at the bottom as well. Alright, so this is today's video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Alright, thank you so much. Don't forget to press the bell, so if I have the new video, then you will know it right away. Thank you. I'll see you next time.